What's up, guys? Jordan from Precondo here. Today I want to talk about my favorite recent proposal in Toronto by Dreams Unlimited and Great Golf. This is the new Quayside proposal taking place of the old Sidewalk Labs that was proposed by Alphabet. This is the rendering of the site, and it's beautiful. But before I get into this, I just want to say I don't represent the developer. I don't speak for the developer. Everything I'm showing you guys is publicly available renderings from the press release. So just to get our bearings here, we're on the East Harbourfront, right? So we're down by the Quayside slip. This is the Tridel site, Aqua Luna, Aquabella, Aqualina, Aquavista. You have the 3C site this way. Obviously, Distillery District is up here. And this right here is the Quayside site. So if I show you a context site right here, you can kind of see it goes from the Victory Silo over to Monde. You've got the Tridel site here where Aqua Luna is. And then you've got the 3C site this way, and directly to the south, you have the Villiers Island Lower Donlands redevelopment, which we'll get into as well. This is kind of the boundaries of the site. And the rendering looks incredible. Like you're looking at five towers, you're looking at some interesting tall timber developments, 800 affordable housing units, new public park, 2 acres of forested green space. And this is going to be one of the first, or the first, electric zero carbon community of this scale. I believe in Toronto, maybe Canada, I'm not sure. But again, these are very early proposals. We don't have a lot of information on exactly how many units there's going to be or what the makeup is going to be or any of that. This is a top-down look of the site, and I just want to get into the renderings here because the renderings are stunning. Now, obviously, we'll see how it plays out, right? Because it wouldn't be the first time that, the first proposal to the city was absolutely gorgeous and then it got watered down over time. I'm not saying that's going to happen here, and I actually have really high hopes for the site because the East Harbourfront is one of the most underdeveloped pockets of the city, and there is so much coming, so there's so much potential. But I'm sure you guys remember, there was 100 Davenport. The initial proposal was like a landmark, just this beautiful building. City would not approve it, so the developer had to change the plans to meet city criteria, and it doesn't look nearly as cool. Now, it's still in a great location, it's still going to be an awesome luxury building, but it's not going to be a landmark. Same thing with Mirvish and Gary. Obviously, you had the first Gary Tower submission to the city, and of course now it's still a very cool building, but not nearly, I don't even know how the first one would have been built, to be honest. I've never seen anything like that, but again, you can kind of see in the lineage of proposals in Toronto, just things get watered down. Here is the Quayside Slip, and I believe the community hub. And then you have a top-down view. You can see all these terraces facing into the courtyard. This is the tall timber building. You've got that green roof where they're actually going to be planting things, so like an urban farm. Here's the tall timber construction here. Just a beautiful all-around development. The streetscapes look great. The retail level is going to be incredible. Kind of like a Distillery District 2.0 or an extension of it, right? And it's just south. So, I mean, if you bought at the Good or number 31 Parliament, you're probably really excited about this proposal. Here's the skating rink. Kind of like how this is sheltered from the rest of, from the elements, right? In the nook of the building. I'm not an architect. I'm sure there's a better name than Nook, but you get the idea. And then if you head a little bit further, just talk about what else is coming to the area. Like if you head a little bit further east, you get to the 3C development. And this is what the 3C development looks like. Now, again, very early. Here's the massing model. And this is from Citizen and Castle Point. Citizen obviously being behind Pier 27, a building we all know and love on the waterfront. This is going to be just as stunning. So you can see here's a rendering of the outside of the building, and here's a rendering from that bridge there with the pool. Again, very early phases. Things will change and morph over time. And this is just sort of a model of that I pulled from Waterfront Toronto of a lot of the future development in the area. Obviously, you have Tridel's beautiful Aqua Luna building here, and then you have the Lower Donlands redevelopment, specifically Villiers Island. Which is just huge. So the whole Lower Donlands redevelopment in total is 308 acres. And to give you some context on that, High Park is 398 acres. So it's 75% of the size of High Park. It's just a massive piece of land, and a lot of it is going to be parkland. This is the current site. Like I said, East Harbourfront has so much room to grow. So I'm glad that the city's using it incredibly efficiently, and I'm excited to see how it transforms over the next couple of decades. So this is just a rendering top down. They've got some cool renderings here of the bike trails. So a large portion of this is going to be recreational public space. Obviously, you'll have a ton of retail, and you have in total they're expecting 8,000 to 10,000 residences on Villiers Island alone. and 2,900 jobs to be here with, I'm guessing, all of the retail and the office space. And it's a huge site, right? So these are the renderings. Just looks beautiful. You got people canoeing. This looks like a shot right out of like a Vietnam travel guide. Obviously, it'll take some time for trees to grow in like that, but it's going to be a beautiful place, sort of like in High Park of the East, with a condo community as well. So I'm really excited for this little pocket. I'm specifically excited to be able to bike through it. And then, of course, you have East Harbor, right? So you also have East Harbor just on the other side of the DVP, which is supposed to house 50,000 jobs, headed up by Cadillac Fairview, a transit hub, a mall, tons of retail space. So to me, like the East Harbourfront is such an area of transformation. You're connected to the distillery district. You have all this coming. Just a really exciting pocket. That is it for this week, guys. I will see you guys next video.